Deetre Poindexter. What a honor it is to be in your home, in your car, out in the park, wherever you at. Dr. Deetre Poindexter is so thankful and so great gracious of you to tune in to us at this time. And I say welcome to you again to the 433 with Dr. Deetre Poindexter. Now look, this is just a 30-minute show. So we're not gonna do a whole lot of introduction and stuff like that because I got a dynamite. Yeah, this ain't the good times, but it is a dynamite speaker that I got for you. And with no delay, she's on the line with us. What's up, my sister?
How are you doing, Dr. P? I'm so excited to be here.
Oh my God, let everybody know who you are and what you got going on, girl.
I am Master Coach Rhonda Caldwell. I reside here in Georgia, actually Hampton. I've only been here 2 years, and I love every second of being here. I am the owner and founder of Atta Girls Empowering Life Coach Service, and in that, I have a lot of other things that go along that falls under the umbrella. And one of them is my mentoring sisterhood group, which is Admiration for Atta Girls.
Oh my gosh, I like that word. I like that. But now, wait a minute now. Now, you said you've been in the ATL for 2 years.
I've been here for two
Okay, now
years.
brace us where you coming from because see, we find a lot of people coming from all over to get to the hot ATL. So where you
Highland.
coming from?
I am coming from Little Rock, Arkansas. Little
Girl, you
Rock,
got a little
Arkansas.
history there.
I got some history. Yeah, I moved here from Little Rock, Arkansas. And so when I came here saying, what's the plan? But God has a plan. Jeremiah 29:11 and said, for I know the plans that I have for you. So I'm
Yes.
just following the instructions of what he has for me.
Well, we say welcome to the Georgia Peach
Georgia.
State. There you go, and I'm the AKA Peaches. So
Okay.
that's a little from the family member that knows me well that I'm a Georgia Peach, born and raised here in Georgia, and we just say welcome you here. And you said that you got this awesome program. Now, who this program target to?
This program targets young ladies ages 13 to 18. It's a you have to enroll and be a member. It's a sisterhood. And
Ooh,
I think one of the reasons why I decided to make it a sisterhood because I wanted those ladies to understand and be introduced to accountability. And
okay.
so it's a 5-year sisterhood. They start at the age of 13 and they can stay in the program until they're 18 years of age.
Wow.
Have to get in the program by the age of 18. So if you come in at 17, you got 5 years from 17 to 21, 22. But you got,
Really?
yes, as long as you hit that 18th year, you got 5 years to be in the program.
That's amazing. Now, where are you getting these girls from? Are you in a certain county, or are you working within the state of Georgia, or the metro county, the metro area counties?
So I am getting the girls from wherever they need to come from. I am
Amen.
not there, there is no limit on the miles or where they need to come from, the cities. I don't have a deadline, and I don't have a you if you live in Decatur, if you live in Griffin, if you live in Barnesville, if you live in Lithonia, if you live in Lawrenceville, as long as somebody can get you there, you
Oh,
you can be a part.
I'm loving it. I'm loving it because that's what Change for Hope is about. We do not turn away no youth, no teens, no young adult because we all know that we're standing in the need of
Standing,
somebody giving us a second chance.
giving us the same.
And we thank God for blessing those people like you, Miss Rhonda, for stepping in and giving us those second chances.
Yes.
So my thing is, how did you come up? Why did you see a need to service the 13 to 18-year-old young ladies?
Well, I was blessed and graced to work for child welfare for 10 years in Arkansas.
Okay.
And for some reason, I I was like a magnet to girls 13 to 18. And I found myself being relatable to them, and I understood them and they understood me. It was like I knew, your kind. And so
Yes.
I saw me in them. And I just kept on working with them. And one day I walked in to DHS and I was like, I'm done. After 10 years, I put my 2 weeks in. I didn't have a plan. I didn't have a job. I didn't have nothing. I just knew that time was up, and I knew that my desire was to continue to work with girls ages 13 to 18. And I can go to the grocery store, I can go to the park, I can go to the car wash. If there's a young lady that it's like we're off in Mosquito. For some
Wow.
reason, we attach ourselves to each other. So I knew that that was my purpose, and I knew that those young ladies needed me. And 13, you're going through puberty, you're getting an attitude, you're trying to figure yourself out, you're getting pimples, you're starting to like boys, and you're like, am I pretty? And you don't have the confidence, you don't know how to build the confidence, you don't know anything about self-awareness. So I want to get them there.
Okay.
And I just want to get them, and I want to love on them with self awareness and self confidence and job readiness and all of those important things that I didn't get when I was 13.
Mm.
So I feel like if we can plant the seed of all of those amazing things, financial literacy, job readiness, how to dress appropriate for a job interview, how to be able to embrace and praise and
Mm-hmm.
cheer another young lady on that same age, and do it with from a genuine place. So when you get my age, oh yeah, it ain't no stopping you then. But it's critical that we catch them at that age.
So you made a good point that I want to bring out to our listeners. Now, what you were saying is that that age, and we know that every boy or girl, as soon as they hit that 12, they say, I'm 12 and a half, I'm 12 and three-fourths, because they know that 13, I'm a teenager.
I'm a
And
teenager.
like you said, they got so much of those emotions because everybody said, just wait till you become a teenager. You can date, or you can do this, oh, now you can do that. You can hang out a little bit later. You can go to the parties. But I think what the key thing that I heard was the mental health. Are they equipped and mentally ready to take on a relationship, to date and parties and exposing yourself? What it is that you're trying to make sure that they hold on to?
So I'm trying to make sure that they hold on to them.
Yes.
Sometimes we lose us trying to save everybody else. And that's
Mm-hmm.
like even in a relationship. Like at 13 years old, do you even know enough about you to even try to date someone? Like,
Mm.
do you even know yourself? And so those are the things that I want to catch early, because we'll find ourselves dating, starting at 13, dating, and sometimes we'll start dating somebody at 13 and end up marrying them. And so my thing is, how did you really do you really know yourself to date someone?
Mm-hmm.
Do you really
Mm-hmm.
even know yourself? And so those are some of the things that self-awareness plays a big part of our everyday life. Do you know who you are? Do you know your why? I want to
Yes.
assist them in tapping into their passion and their purpose. It's not too early, because guess
No.
what? If we educate them now, it won't take them until they're 30 and 40 to understand, oh, that is what I'm supposed to be doing in life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so those are things I want to, like I said, I want to plant that seed. I
Okay.
want to turn that light bulb on. Oh, I do really do like the make. I do like the sew. Yeah.
So So I'm sorry to cut you off here, running, but now you saying that you rather gather these young ladies together, and you said to build the sisterhood. Now, what do the sisterhood look to you as you see these young girls? What do the sisterhood that you're trying to create with them?
So not only do I have that, at a Girls Empowering Life Coach Service, also have a sisterhood of amazing women. I have a retreat every year. I rent a big, beautiful mansion, and I get all of these amazing ladies from all over 50 states, and they come to this mansion. I close them in. Everything that they
Mm,
need on the outside, I bring it to the house. I bring a private chef. I bring workshops. I bring empowerment coaching, group coaching. I bring all the food you want. I bring sisters. You come in as strangers and you leave out as family. That is
right.
my thing. It has to go that way. And when I first started my retreat, some of these ladies are really like inseparable. They're inseparable. They're there for each other. If we have something happen, we're there. We all gather and we pray and we love on each other. And some of these ladies are like best friends. One of my coaches just had a her soft opening for her coaching business, and
Mm,
two of my coaches, they went and they supported her. One of them was speaking, but guess what? They met at the retreat.
yes,
They met
yes.
at my retreat. There's a myth that says that black women can't don't get along, and
Ooh,
they stay in a
yes,
house
that
together.
is.
They can't
Yes.
stay in a house together. They can't live with each other. I make it my business to put them in the house, close the doors, and we get along. We like the Brady Bunch. We one big happy family. We
Right,
cry together, we laugh together, we dance together, we eat together, we sleep together, we do everything. We I make sure that it's a unity.
right.
Even if you don't talk to that sister every day, when one of them call,
Yes,
they coming. And
that's
that's
right.
what sisterhood, you got to understand, you got to embrace your sister. You have to love on your sister. You have to be there for your sister. And so that's what I want to teach them early, because guess what? There's still a lot of women still don't know anything about sisterhood, still don't know anything
Right.
about embracing women, still don't know anything about loving on your sister. Or, hey girl, you look beautiful. You afraid that it's going to take something from you by congratulating me. No, no, I'm your sister.
Yes,
And
yes.
so that's what I want to. I want to open their eyes and ears to that. I want to introduce them to that, because sometimes they don't learn that in the house, in their home. What about
Right.
those girls that's been in foster care forever? They don't even have
Yeah.
stability. So how do they even understand sisterhood? Because when they're placed and they get a sister, somehow they're gone, and then
So
they're
do
moved
you
somewhere
think
else.
so do you think our young girls tend to go into being grown women's instead they continue with that, I won't say hatred or anger, but it's something as if something was taken away from them from their youth, or that
Well,
it was
you know what? Sometimes you just angry because because you don't know who you are. Like when I was growing up, I was angry. I was angry because I didn't know who I was. I saw other young ladies, and I just felt like they had it all together. They were beautiful. They come from a beautiful home. They just seemed like they had it all together, but I was looking at the outside because I didn't understand that it
right,
came from here. And so I
right,
was angry because there were so many things that I wanted that I didn't know how to verbalize. And
right,
and if you ever watch a kid that don't know how to speak or verbalize things, they get angry.
yeah,
And it's
yeah,
so what it is that those things that's inside, it has to come out. It's just like a tornado. When that tornado start forming, and all of that wind in the inside and that pressure, guess what? That thing is angry. And so guess what happened? When it come out, it'll tear up a whole town, entire
yeah,
city. That's the same thing with us. We have all of that win and low self-esteem and abuse and no love and I don't know who I am, and
Right.
my daddy was not there, or my mom left me. All of that wind and all of that pressure, and it's just forming into a tornado. And then guess what happened? It
Mm.
burst, and it come out angry. That's what happened.
So so because I'm with the youth all the time, and I see that it's like, well, she ain't all of that, and I could do better than that, or I could take her man. It ain't that, this. Where do that sense of like I have to be seen? It's like almost like I gotta have that attention so
Be-
that I can be alive.
so you know what? A lot of times when you don't get attention, you do those things to get attention. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
that's good. Um,
Yes.
it's just like in school when kids need attention, they start doing things. They misbehave to get that attention because they're lacking those things. And I don't
Right.
know how to verbalize to you that I really need this attention, that I don't love myself. And I don't think I'm beautiful. So what I have to do, I have to mask all of those things that's hurt
Ooh.
with I can take your man, and I'm the one, and all of those mean negative things. I gotta, so see what that does, that just masks what I really feel like. And if you start if you start taking off all of that hurt, peel off a little of that pain, and with love start hugging them, peel off a little of that pain with empowerment, start affirming them, pull off a little bit of that pain with smiling and telling them how beautiful they are. You see what I'm saying? And watch how
Yes.
all of those, I'm so mad and I'm so tough, all of that things is those things are going to fade away, because what I was really seeking, I found someone who understood me, and I didn't even have to tell them. That's why I said
Right.
I know those, I know my kind, and they know me. We
Mm-hmm.
can relate. I never was mean and angry and want to fight. I was angry, but I was never the one. I want to fight, and I was not that kind. But the hurt, and you can see it. The energy lets you know there was something inside that was hurting me, and so I can understand. One thing I said: silence is golden. I can see pain without a little girl opening their mouth.
I mean, I'm interested because you bringing this same energy, this same impact, this same type of affirmation that you did in Little Rock. And what was the response when you were there in Little Rock and
Oh my
everything that you? Yeah.
Let me tell you, I started my business in 2019, and the Lord said, he told me, this is what you have to do. And me and the Lord, we had a good old conversation. I said, now Lord, now you know I don't do people like this, and you know I don't want to stand up in front of no crowd. I just want to do it in the background. Even though
Right.
I was coaching at
Right.
facts. I was in the background though. I was in a room, and the parents came in the room, and they would come to me, and I did that there. But you talking about in front of people? Well, I have a god sister named Ladessa Brown. She's an artist, and I went to her. I said, "Now, Ladessa Jean, this is what the Lord said." I said, "Now you know I don't do people like that. I don't want to be standing up. That's your thing, talking to people. You know I just do my thing in the background." She said, "Miss Rhonda, that's what the Lord said, and that's what we're gonna do." I said, "Now, if
Okay.
you do it with me, I'm gonna do it." And when I told the Lord yes, He told me you'll lack nothing.
Wow.
And because of my obedience,
Mm-hmm.
I I put together a girls summit. That's where Atta Girls come from. I put a girls summit together, and I had 200 girls and young ladies and women there. And
Amen.
when I tell you the Lord came on through, and he came on through. And after that, my pastor in Arkansas said, if you're going to do it, because he was
Right.
my biggest sponsors, he said, if you want to do it, and if you're going to do it, I'm going to support you, but
Right.
you can't stop. And I promised the Lord and him that I wouldn't stop. He said, because you can't give them this and then cut it,
Right. That's
because
true.
you're
That is
opening
true.
up their, yeah, you're opening up their mind and their hearts to a
Yes.
new world, and you can't shut it down. So what I did after my big huge summit, I started having powwow sessions, which was a baby version of the big summit. And
Okay.
they come every month like we're doing now. They come every month, and when I tell you, we will be crying, we will be laughing. And I did this until COVID hit. And
Okay.
COVID hit, and we had to shut it down. So when I got here, I moved here in the middle of COVID. When I got here, I said, "Okay, God, now I got now, no. I know I talk to him, and we be on Zoom and all of that kind of stuff, but I got to do something. I got to get back into my rhythm,
Mm-hmm.
because one thing I understand, that you can heal by helping others. If
Yes.
you give what you need or once needed, you can continue to heal. And so I was at a place where I needed to get back into my rhythm. And so that's what I did. I started up my retreats. And my retreats, I said, I'm gonna work these retreats, and I'm gonna work these retreats, and I'm gonna work these retreats until the Lord released me to this.
Right.
Admiration for Atta girls is needed now at such a time as this. And I'm
Yes.
all about timing. Admiration was not needed in Georgia last year. Admiration for Atta girls is needed now, because the girls that need it wouldn't have been in position to meet me when it started.
So, do you believe, because of your background and working with DFATs and so much of what you see with the youth and even probably sex trafficking too, what it
Mhm.
is that these girls are crying out for? What is that they're
You know what?
missing out,
They're
that feel like they got to be drawn away from their family and go what's on the outside that's in the streets?
one thing that we miss is love. We miss self awareness. We go looking for something. What are we looking
Mm-hmm.
for? When you get out in the street, a lot of people say that's just how they are. But what do you think God created us like that?
Mm.
Because when I worked over at one of the sex trafficking homes, um, I realized that a lot of those girls were missing love. And at the end
Right.
of the day, and when the dust settles, love wins.
Yes, it
Love
does.
Love wins. I don't care. I don't know why my camera screen keep going off. I don't care what happened. Love wins. You can love people back to life.
Yes, you
You can
can.
love people back to good health. You can love, watch this. You can love the hell out of people.
Mm. Say it now. Say it.
You can love the hell, that hell that you were talking about, that anger. You can
Yes.
love that out of people. That's
So do
why.
you so are you teaching them that because you're mad of your environment? Are you mad because you just felt like you didn't get the fair break of the parents that you wanted? Are you mad because you somewhere that you just didn't think that why God will put me here? Why am I here? Why I'm being denied? Cause a lot of young kids, parents doing all what they can to protect them from all harms and danger, to let them know that I don't think your friend choices is the best of the best, but I'm trying to give you a way to use those decision making skills from what I taught you by my examples. But why you so mad? What is it that you feel like that's out there in the world that I'm keeping you from?
You're seeking something that you're missing. I was
Mm-hmm.
I was missing I was missing love. I wanted a father in my life. So guess what? I started getting into abusive relationships looking for something. And I
Mm.
was missing that father. I was missing that. And so I noticed when I got healed and when I got whole, I noticed the relationships that I got in, they were all the same. And
Right.
the guy, even my ex-husband, the guys that I dated had a lot of similarities like my father.
Yes. Yes. And yes, and and then like I said with the COVID, and now that CDC said it's no longer a global um pandemic anymore. That it's just like the regular flu or the West Nile virus. It's a virus that's out there, so it's not a global awareness that we're gonna have to keep it in action, but something to keep in the back of our mind. So my thing is, before we get ready to end this show, now you brought it here to Atlanta, and we are so appreciative that you are here in Atlanta. And on top of that, you here in Clayton County to help our girls, and not just helping our girls, it's also it's helping our mothers, helping our grandmothers, you helping our aunties that's stepping in the gap of the need and saying, hey, it takes all of us. The mama can't do it all the time because she's burdened down. That's why aunties got to jump into place, grandmothers got to jump into place, and even godmother, your church members. We all takes that village. And I'm loving what you're getting, because you're giving them something that, because they spend most of their time at school, you're giving them something that is holistic, and then let everybody know what the event that you got coming up for the meet and greet, so that they can get more and see you in person, and your amazing location in the building that you have, for that's gonna really, I mean, when they walk in that building, it's gonna be like, is this for me? Is
Is this
this for me?
is this for
Woo!
we're gonna have enrollment June the 24th from 2 to 4 at
Okay.
623 Point South, Suite 111, Jonesboro, Georgia. I dare you to come, because
Ooh.
I'm going to talk about why you need to be there. I'm going to talk about the importance of a village. I want to let these parents know I'm on your side, because I was a
Yes.
single mom. I was a single mom, and I didn't have enough hands to do everything that I needed to do. But you know what? It was just grace that God graced me and trust me with three amazing children, and they're amazing. And so I want to be able to assist a lot of these parents that don't have the time, don't have the energy or the mental capacity to teach their
Yes.
girls about life skills, about
Mm-hmm.
financial literacy, about job readiness, about coaching, about the importance of sisterhood, or just sometimes young ladies want to I don't want to hear what mama got to say. Give me with some other people, and they hear different because it sound different. I can tell you the same thing that your mama telling you, but guess what? The sound is different,
Yes.
because
Yes.
yeah, it's a perk. See, this is what I'm anointed and appointed to do. So the sound is different,
Yes.
and
Yes,
that's
girl.
what I want to hear.
Yeah, you did it,
I
girl.
want,
Now,
I
you,
want
you,
to
you,
hear.
yeah, you did it. You did it, and I think that's the reason why you coming on with the 433 with Dr. Deetre Poindexter, and merging in with the Change for Hope, because we are there for those youth. We are there to be that resource. We are there to be that helping hand.
Mhm.
To make sure that when you working that 8 to 5, or that 8 hours, them 12 hour shifts, day in and day out, every day, that you wish. I want somebody to come in and say, hey, let me expose your child to this, because it is opportunity out there that we didn't have, or you didn't have before. But how are these kids going to be exposed? How are they going to make sure they get the experience? How are they going to get the education, so that they can have better, they can do better, they can achieve better? But if we got to make sure that we're around the right instructors that God have put in place, where you don't have the time, He brought you that angels. And parents, we are here for you. We're not against you. We are here to work with you. So we want to make sure that your child, what you thought of was a baby, in your arms, and say, I want the world for you. I want what God wants you to have. to be blessed and be abundantly overflowing with the favor. But you got to make sure that you put around the right instructors that just want to do that. And Miss Rhonda, I know that God has anointed you, has you're gonna do some great things with these girls. And before you
Yes.
close
I told
out,
God.
because once they join in that sisterhood, Miss Rhonda got a package. And when this
Oh,
package for these girls, and I'm telling you, sometimes you don't get this until you get older. And most of y'all that out there that know me, before my sickness, I had the sister with voices. No, we didn't sing, but we had a voice. We had a voice because we need to be heard, we need to be uplifted, we need to be encouraged, and we need to know that hey, it's okay to fail, it's okay to cry, it's all right. But
mhm.
it's to have these girls to have that sisterhood at 13 instead of waiting till you get into a marriage and wait till you start having kids to say, hey, I need help. I need support. I
Yes.
got to feel like
That's
I'm not superwoman and you're not
yes.
superwoman. So you know it's what Sister Rhonda got for you all for these girls out here. Please hook her up. Please send her an email. I'm telling you, and if you ain't heard it, don't worry because I'm gonna bring Miss Rhonda back, and I'm gonna bring her back again and again until we get that line wrapped around that building.
I
So
believe
all
God.
these girls to sign up because
I
I'm
believe
telling
God.
you, this is the time, this is the movement. We need to be empowered and let them know, yes, you can do all things through Christ that strengthen you, but don't get it twisted. Because God made men and women. Okay, we do need each other, but don't get so power headed that you can't humble yourself and be a servant. And that's what Miss Rhonda is here. You can balance. It's a balance. So that we won't be hating on each other. We won't be fighting with one another. And we can love each other for who we are in the skill set and what the vessel and the tools that God created us to be. We have a purpose. Okay. And the
We
purpose is
have a
not to
purpose.
tear each other down. So,
That's what,
you know what? I just got an amen on the screen. So that's telling me I need to stop preaching do you have any last word? Do you have any last word, Miss Rhonda, before we close out the show?
I just want to tell you thank you. I just booked a divine appointment, and as I was leaving, I met you. I met you on my way out of the when we went to the block party, and so God does all things well. And I just thank him for trusting me with this assignment, because he don't give everybody this. Because the girls that I embrace are vulnerable, and God just don't trust anybody with his babies. And so I'm just super excited for what's about to happen. I'm super excited about the line that's going to be wrapped around the door. These girls got something in store. They got a surprise. I'm telling you, I got some stuff. I lay before God every night, asking him to anoint me and give me the desires of my heart so that I can bless them exceedingly and abundantly. I just want their parents to be able to say, it was because of you
Yes.
for helping
Yes.
me.
Thank you, Lord. Yes.
It was
So
because
you know what?
you
People
helped.
out there that know me, Dr. P, you know we're gonna make it happen. Y'all girls, y'all parents, you know me, you call me, we're gonna get them there. I don't take no for an answer. And y'all know this. And Sister Rhonda, let me tell you what, I just got to receive a text from a young girl that's in the 11th grade. Just me and said, you got to have her back on the show. OMG, you two are like peanut butter and jelly. So
I
much wisdom and power. Hot diggity dog. That's
did
from
so.
11th grader, young
Tell her,
lady.
bless her.
Young lady.
Young
I'm
lady,
telling you, girls, come on and let your light shine because
come
we
on.
will get you a voice. You will have your voice because we want you to shine and because you are somebody and God gonna make you somebody and everybody gonna love for who you are. So I'd say
That's right.
thank you again, Miss Rhonda, for being on the
You're
show.
welcome.
It's
Thank you for
already
having
been confirmed that and that you're gonna be back again. And to all my listeners, come on, come on, come on. Watch us every Sunday and hang out with the 433 and get your drop of what's really going on out here in the streets. And then when you say you need help, I'll get you the help. I'll find the help. That's what we're here for. We're here to make a change for hope. We're going to hope for that, and that's what we're going to achieve. So, again, thank you, everybody. Tune in, and we'll see you the next time. Check us out on Facebook. Check out all the latest events that we're going to be at because it's springtime, baby. We out there. We here to make a difference. Once again, thank you, and I'll see y'all next Sunday. See you later, Miss Rhonda.
See you later.